time to be a Buccaneer. Orlando Pirates 0, Bolton Wanderers 2. That was the first game of the preseason tour, Mr. Coach. I wish I could say that we came back from a very good win in Spain, even in the Bucs said live last night. You erroneously said we are unbeaten in Spain. And the truth has come out once again. We can't get beaten. We are not invincible, not just yet, Mr. Coach. There's a lot to get through in this player rating show. Everybody stick with us. We need to go through the player performances one by one. As you guys should know, in football, when you have a thing called a preseason, it's not about the results, it's about the performance. I'm joined by Mr. Coach helping me today. We're gonna rate the performances in phase 2. How are you doing, Mr. Coach?
Hola Praga. Phase 2. I'm first of all very happy to have seen my players on the pitch, to see the Pirates badge on the pitch. Preseason, not a good result, but I think there are also many positives to draw from. Before Kiaferma Pagania, this is actually a different style player ratings. Obviously, we're going to have our own ratings, and those are going to be on the screen, but we actually really want to hear what you have to say. So as we go through the players, or if you have a player you want to cite us on belief, go live chat and let us know which when our boni and only 2 people. And before we go further, Mapagania, first of all, thank you very much. We did hit 30 likes in the previous stream while the stream was going. Can't express my gratitude enough. Also, I'm seeing you guys subscribing one by one. It counts, my faith. It makes a huge difference. So please continue as we work. Let's make sure that we can hit the 30 like mark by the end of the stream. It makes a huge difference. It brings the video to Moya Mapagania. And that is why we're here. We're not here for us. We are here for the love of the club. For some belief. Do your part, Corner. Like a lapo, and get it as close as you can to another Pagania. And again, like I'm saying, give us your rating, give us your comment, tell us what you saw in the game that we wouldn't see. And let's take it from there.
First ever player rating show ever since the end of the last season. First player rating show for Mr. Abdeslam Owadu. It was 11.
Just so you're aware.
What's up?
Apparently, it's pronounced Wadu.
Wadu.
Yeah.
Wadu.
So the OU, take it as a W.
The whole, okay. So, Wadu.
Yeah.
Wadu. Nice. Limutli Bafet. Wadu.
Which way I mean?
Yeah. Horse. That's what the horse says.
Sure.
So then, Mr. Coach, like I said, it's the first ever preseason. We are not looking at the results, we're looking at the performances. And obviously, it does matter how he set the boys up. So before we get into the buyer, let me go through what happened in the game. And then we'll talk about how you felt about it. So it was a goal per half. I think it was around 30-something minute mark. I'm not quite sure. We conceded a goal from a set piece. It's a dangerous ball coming in from the left-hand side. It was a cross free kick. We failed to deal with it. It gets headed in further into the box. There's a man that gets free. Nobody is covering him. And then he scores after a half that we kind of dominated possession-wise in the likes. And then we get into the second half. Not so much dominance as it was in the first half. And it was the B team, granted, and then that team, with most of the new players coming in at once, we didn't have that fluidity. And then we did concede again from a set piece. This time, Buthelezi also it was also a set piece, and this time it was Buthelezi who didn't deal with the ball in terms of coming out for the ball. Bumps into someone. Nobody helps him. Free header again for somebody else, this time into an empty net. And then for the rest of the second half, the new players were okay. It was more of an individual performance, whereas the first half was about more of a team performance. And also, just to wrap it up, the Bolton team themselves in the first half they had quite a couple of individual brilliance. It was opposite because with their first half they had a couple of individuals that were doing well, but not really troubling us as a team.
They set up differently as well.
And then
In the two halves.
sure, in the first half they were more sitting off while we dominated the play. And then in the second half they dominated the play while we were just struggling to string a few passes together. But that's to be expected for a bunch of new players. So I'll give you a chance to wrap it up before we get into the players one by one, Mr. Coach.
Yeah, I'm fit to. First of all, I was so excited when I saw the first lineup. Particularly the midfield. Obviously, the centre back pairing was the one that ended the season. So you could actually very clearly see where they were comfortable. They knew what they were dealing with. A lot of fluidity in the first half. You could see what we're trying to do in terms of philosophy. It was a lot of. I like that there was quite a bit of variation in how we were trying to set up. We did do a little bit of ball rotation, a bit of possession play, and then in terms of trying to get dangerous or get into the final third, we'd do that thing that we did last season. Granted, we have some dope centre backs on the ball, Umboraz, Bodlela, and they were playing some decent, very good, in fact, diagonal balls to Hoto slash Mfukeng on that side. On the right hand side, they were finding Umremi more than Ushandu, but a lot of diagonal balls. I guess the only thing I'll mention is that we had the score on Fetu, especially for the first half performance, I think is a little bit unfair in terms of we had I felt like we kind of dominated the first half, which I don't want to say that too many times after I lost, but we did kind of dominate a little bit in the first half on the ball, but we couldn't create a lot of danger, a lot of goal scoring opportunities, especially quality opportunities. And I never came up with English teams. You guys watch the Premier League, whatever, English European football. Let me put it that way. And you know that side, it's gonna be a lot of pragmatic things, pragmatism, if you will, and
very well organized.
When they get the opportunity, they're going to punish you, Fetu. And there was a player, I think it was Warren. He was the left back or playing on the left hand side, and he was giving us quite a lot of trouble. But otherwise, lots of good things to speak about from the first half. Second half, the less said, the better. Although you can kind of
second half for now it was now for individuals. As a team, less said. Gango, yeah.
Yeah, you can give a little bit of credit here and there, but you could clearly see that there was no rhythm, and yeah, quite a lot of issues in the second half. But again, get preseason in Fetu. The guys have been off for a while. There is some rustiness in there. They lack a lot of urgency, a lot of sharpness, and you have to forgive them for that. But otherwise, happy to see the boys play again. Lots of good, quite a bit of bad as well. But yeah, to give first time, we see what we set up, and at least we got a little bit of a glimpse of what he wants to implement as a coach.
Alright. I think let's just look at say hi to everybody who's saying hi to us before we get into individual performances. Hello, African football, saying Kwaiba star, and Travis needs to wake up. Hey, no, we'll see, Bafetu. So Uskawara Bafetu, everything is just a 9, just as a dummy value. And maybe I'll change them one by one. If it doesn't bother you guys, I'll leave them as they are. But you know how we start. Mr. Coach from the back, Sipo Chain.
Chain, a little bit rusty in Fetu. He wasn't tested in terms of shot stopping, which is where Chain shines the most. On the ball, he was okay. In fact, not great on the ball. I had an issue on the ball. I think I had some bones to pick with him in terms of Chain, when to come out, how to come out, when to stay.
It's an instinct thing. I don't think you can learn that as a keeper.
Angazi goalkeeper, but yeah, I think he can definitely improve in that regard. I'll give him a 6. I think he was trying to win a set piece, or he was kind of trying to let the ball run out, but he misjudged the pace of the ball. Lucky to get fouled, but if he wasn't, Gubes Nenkinga. In the second goal, I haven't watched too many of the highlights. I think maybe he didn't have to come out, or maybe he didn't come out on time. But Yakim Gas 6 chain, definitely not the best chain we've seen.
Yeah. It is. Would you say it's the chain we know,
Glimpses.
which means a little bit below his regular
Yeah,
level?
definitely. That's why I get 6. Chain is standard 8, unless things go wrong. So for me, he had a 6 performance.
I take it. I take it as is. 6 for chain. Cool. TLP.
TLP, if he didn't concede a goal, I probably would have given him a 10. He dealt with his battles. I think he won all of them. We don't have the stats here, but I think TLP picked up right from where he left off last season. He was excellent on the ball. He gave us a lot, played a lot of passes. Not all of them finding the man, but yeah, I think TLP had a very good performance. I'll give him a 7.
7 for TLP. I don't know, Mr. Coach. In the first half, we weren't really troubled. We weren't being pressed that much. So I don't know if it's that much of a clear.
Think about the times
I'll actually give him, yeah.
Think about the times that he was called on to be on the ball or do something in the first place.
Yeah, like I said, the Bolton team in the first half weren't attacking that hard. Either a counter attack or a surprise attack, or just a counter press turned into a counter attack. So I'll give him a 6. So that's a 6.5.
6.5. Yeah, he was never pressed, to be honest.
I mean, there were a couple of those long balls, but I even remember the person who was causing trouble wasn't really causing trouble his side.
Bodlela had a similar performance, except Lento Liama set piece, he continues to haunt us. Mfethu Bodlela, for the first goal, loses the aerial battle. The rest is history. I'll give him a 6.
I don't have anything to add there. Preseason didn't surprise anybody with anything. Shandu.
I thought Shandu played well, man. He played well on the right hand side. I think he got skinned maybe once, literally once, but on the ball, he provided some very good support. I liked the way he was inverting as well, giving Umremi an option in the midfielders as well. Availed himself very well. Yeah, but he was quite a menace, in fact, up front. He helped creating a bit of an overload on the right hand side. I thought Shandu had one of his better performances. The Shandu that first arrived to go Pirates, so I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I feel like he had a performance that went under the radar, but in a good way. Because I think I was more focused on Moremi on that right hand side. So you give him a
7.
I give him a 6.5, so that'll be a 7. Okay, cool. Hotu.
Yeah, Hotu had a clean performance. I have no bones to pick. Hey, in fact, he got my energy up in the first half. I think he's energized. He's ready to challenge. He's ready to play for the season. I have no bones to pick with Hotu, so give him a 7.
7.2. Wait.
I don't blame
maybe
him.
a 7.5,
Yeah.
but I don't want to give him a 7 in such a performance. I mean, it wasn't 1-0 for the half, so yeah. I'll leave it at that. You were trying to say something there?
No, I was just saying, I mean, then the regime, so I'm not gonna now give them all the kinds of praises. He also was involved in the mess that happened. Yeah. Hoto was one of the players. When somebody tripped, Hoto was in 6s and 7s as well. So I might even go down to 6.
By the time the ball went to Bodlela for the goal.
After it was Bodlela.
That wasn't Duli.
No, after it was Bodlela, he was also in the mix there, trying to figure out what's going on. So that's why I think 7 maximum. 7.
And then we finally get to talk about a new signing. Flipping hell, Sihle Nduli. What do you feel about his performance? Yeah.
I wish we won Mfethu or drew so that I could give him a really high rating.
Yeah.
Happy to see a CDM do a CDM's job. I have been longing that kind of CDM for a while now.
Yeah.
Tucked into the defense in between the center backs when he needed to, sprayed the passes. I think he blocked maybe once or twice they were able to penetrate the middle of the park, but yeah, once or twice, dog. Like he really had, he did his job very well. I think yeah, I was very happy with Nduli's performance. I can't wait to see the whole season. Yeah, for the in fact midfielder thing, I'm really happy. So I think Nduli and Gamka 7.5. Regiwe, man, it's difficult to, you know.
7.5.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight with you too much. It's going to one of this kind of performance. One day it's going to be a 6.
Yeah, when the stakes are high. It's preseason.
When we are used to it.
Yeah.
Right now we're not used to a 6 doing that for us. So if I had to make an example, I'd say Hore Dimane Makaula. If he played like that, we'd be giving him a 7,
9 even
8.
because you know he doesn't do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Long ball, in fact, Makaula had a long ball in his feet. And a couple of times I saw Nduli finding the wingers. I think his accuracy was quite good. Yeah.
So you said 7.5?
7.5, yeah.
Alright, cool. No, I actually don't want to fight with that one too much. 7.5. And then it's not Shandu, but it is. Let's start with T2. Our viewer was saying the African football that he needs to wake up. With that said, okay.
Travis Scott Mfethu. Travis Scott didn't do much. He did his job to an extent. The thing, yeah, Mfethu. I think if he's gonna wanna be Tito that we sing for and start games, so he has to pull up his socks significantly. He was helping tracking back sharp. Yes, he didn't lose the ball, Mara. He didn't provide any impetus for us. So a little bit of me says, obviously, by his level and what he can do, that was a 6 performance. He didn't give us much.
That was a 6 performance, Mr. Coach. It was only going down.
Yeah.
If thing is, we were dominating in the middle, but we didn't create enough chances in a way that I can say he would change the game or whatever. Yes.
You know what's funny?
The Master Chef, yes.
I'm thinking about reviewing my defense because
reviewing your defense.
Okay, RB first half Rejuwe 1-0.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Bodlela and I'm looking at Chain.
Yeah.
I might have inflated their ratings a little bit because we had a very good first half in terms of playing. But that small margin, it's gonna matter when we win a league and other big trophies. So it's fine. I'll leave it as it is. But I'm just saying, Bodlela. Please go on. Master Chef, ne?
Master Chef, yes.
Master Chef. I'm gonna be honest, a little bit. I think he needs some fitness. He looked a little bit too heavy for himself. Wayward pass, maybe 2. But otherwise, everything was clean and fit. So happy to have a midfielder like that. He was coming to collect the ball from the centre backs when he needed to. And Nduli kind of had a switch kind of thing where sometimes Nduli would tuck in and occupy the defender or the attacker.
Here and there.
Occupy them, and then Nduli would come through. Mbuli would come through and collect the ball. I love his vision in Mfethu. He's always looking forward, and if not, he'll play the quick 1-2 shot back. And that was when he was kind of nafutumala Mfethu Mbule. So I'll give him a 7.
You know what? For a person who's getting into a new team and just has to find himself,
yeah.
Rebonica second half, yes, sure, it was a team that wasn't used to each other and whatever. They didn't have ball, but I can already point my bottom dollar if Kwaiba can show that kind of quality and not show that he's not used to Machita.
Yeah,
I can say that Mbule deserves a 7.
Yeah, no, you can see Mfethu Hore. As the game, 7, happy with it. You can see as the games go by and he plays a little bit more, gets more minutes, he's gonna get even better because the ideas were there. Even execution wasn't the problem. So
execution wasn't a problem.
Yeah, so he's gonna get up to that level more. Sidaiba for to Master Chef, still badala nathi type of thing. So yeah, I think a 7 is fair.
We are on to the front 3. Mufukeng Kopaumuka 8.
Best player on the pitch. Is that what you're saying?
So far, 8.
So far, best player on the pitch.
Yeah, it's Mufukeng.
Ashibile gaming.
How many feet did he put wrong in terms of what he was asked to do? How many times did he
On
not
the when he was on the ball, he did things right.
Yeah.
But he wasn't always dangerous. He wasn't that motherfucking that brings fear into. I mean, he wasn't.
That's not like his fault.
Hold on, he wasn't always as dangerous as we used to, especially considering what the opposition gave him a little bit more space. Obviously not as much space as he did in the PSL, but he wasn't having a double up or 3 players on him. So for me, I think at best a 7.
7.5.
He played well in Fetsu. He played well, but he wasn't the best player on the pitch.
Okay,
like that.
no problem.
Yeah.
So who was the best player on the pitch?
In the first half, Nduli.
Yeah, who's our main coach?
But
Yeah.
the talent is there in Fetsu. But at the end of the day, he didn't create too many goal scoring opportunities.
About to the right.
A pass or two that he created for
Yeah.
where Mbuli ended up getting the shots that was close, could have been a goal.
Hey, I need you, Mr. Coach. 7.5. If we are any one of us is wiling out, but hey, man.
I feel like you're rating him by
Hey, no, it's 7.5.
I'm sorry, yeah.
We're above 7 on the dot. Okay, sharp.
I'm sorry.
Sharp. Ooh, President, I don't even want to get too emotional about him right now because he might just bounce. The radio man. The radio man. I wish they were commenting right now just to give us that rating. But he's the kind of person I'll be like, rating, yeah, rating.
Radio man a little bit underwhelming, and it's not like for a lack of supply. He didn't suffer like the second half forwards. So yeah, I'm underwhelming. I think 5.5. Didn't create danger. Did he take a shot? Yeah, I think a 5.5.
Well, 5.5. Nah, I'm in fact. It's the radio man. I guess I really honestly was not expecting to see him there, and then up the slum. Yeah.
Okay, chance. Look, the effort is there. It's just not bearing fruit.
Moremi.
Moremi worked hard in defense and in attack. I think one of my standout performances in the first half for sure. I'll give him Remy 7.5. Okay, I get a 7 because at the end of the day he didn't score, and but he was menacing. He was menacing. He was fouled and like 1-on-1 Fetsu. I think he was if he had beat the defender and he was almost through on goal. Mr. Rev, I'm questioning, but I thought Remy had a good performance.
We were all shouting about that. About that foul, ne?
Yeah, but so for now, Remy is gonna give Nkota a run for his money. He's not gonna be guaranteed to start. I thought he did really well in defense.
Of course.
Decision making high was quite good as well. So yeah, for me, a 7 for Remy.
Yeah, thank you. I was struggling to think of a score. That is for now. That's a good rating. Gave a good account of himself. He did struggle. I don't know if it was obviously he's not used to playing with a lot of these people, and
he was set up for success though, because he got started with the right midfield.
Yes. So whatever Kwaiba did for now is a little bit above and beyond what's expected, young Tor.
Yeah, I saw that.
So no, I'm just saying for the lemons he was given.
Yeah.
I agree.
Some dope lemonade.
I made some dope lemonade with those lemons. Thank God. 7 from Remy. We are about to move on to the B team or the second half team.
B team first, so
we are about to move on to the B team, Mr. Coach. And before we do that, I just want to read out them comments. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. Willow QWERTY. What's up? What's up? What's up, Willow? You must give us your government name one day so we can refer to you guys. Let me just come back here. Says Mule and Nduli were firm. I agree. Nice and firm. Radio Man 5.7 because I did say, "Aye, I'm rating again my friends minangas," and then 5.7 for for the Radio Man. That just shows. Yeah, I feel it. And then there was the Cindy Baloyi coming through and saying, "I'm really happy with the new signings. These guys didn't just join to be part of the big band. They came because they want to play. They're not here to warm the bench, and they will serve as great players." And then came back and said, "Wake up call to our regulars. The slumber days are officially over." Danko Willow Kweti coming through with a flurry of messages saying they should try convert the Radio Man. Convert him to what position? And then Are Moremi did good, and the ref did some injustice on him, didn't protect him enough. And then the next match, we should switch Shandu with Kwaiba. Okay, I don't understand that 100%. And Cindy Swa is the name. Hey, Tada, so Cindy Swa. Yes, Willow Cindy Swa. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so we can move on now to the B team. Besides, before we get there, is there anything that you're seeing from the comments that you'd like to?
No, I agree with them. The new signings, especially in the starting 11 feature, they showed Hore Araba signing just because the transfer window opened. They actually came to contribute, and they could actually raise our level. So our midfielder last season, and I think this midfield was solid. Just a little maybe, but I'll talk about later. What I think.
He is one of the regulars that needs to wake up.
Yeah, straight. I to Travis. But yeah, no,
I'm fit to come on. He was fine. Now that's a nickname. Man, Travis, another nickname now. Hey. Okay, no, it's fine. I think we can move on to the team that played in the second half. And by the way, I hope it carries on like this until maybe the fourth game. Then I want to see at least for my 18 players. Whoever's in the B team must know that I'm fighting for my place now.
Fighting for match day 11 in the first, or match day squad in the first place.
My man. Okay, cool. Fede, let's go. It's a little bit difficult, Mr. Coach. I know it's difficult, Mr. Coach. Let's start with the man of the moment. Butilis.
Man of the moment.
He's the man of the moment.
We can dance around it and shy around it. Siyabonga is a much better goalkeeper. He should be second choice. Butilis was proven too. He was never convincing. Couldn't command his box. Let go list to okay, Fede on the ball, he was okay. He was playing it safe, playing short. Didn't go long. But as my goalkeeper, you can't come out and Fede to cross it and then 60% into the cross and be like, ooh, wait, bring up. And then it's too late.
Yeah, he bumped into someone, and as a keeper, how often is it that you see a keeper being cited for a penalty because he was too aggressive in his box? It never happens.
Exactly.
He must bundle whoever's there over, don't get knocked by someone. So when he was pointing, he kept on saying, "Who are you pointing at?" He was probably pointing at the ref.
No, you gotta read it correctly, bro. Read it correctly. If Vele by 18 come how when you can't bulldoze, again fit.
Or bulldoze and make it a foul against you, rather.
Yeah, I am convinced of it. And I think we had a chance to get back into the game until he considered that goal. So that was a 4 for me.
I'm here to report. Okay. At least let's have some choice. Yeah, man, dude. Yeah, man, dude.
Once every now and then, our scouting department finds a player who's struggling in his own team, can't
get game minutes, time.
And they're like, they're
like a player serious.
No, my man of the second half, for sure. He commanded that back line on the ball, off the ball. He was absolutely excellent. I think he's gonna give Osesane a run for his money. It'll be a question of who plays next to Nda.
Yeah.
unless otherwise stated. So
Okay.
I thought he played really well. He's an 8.
One of the best.
I am fit too.
One
That's
of the
the man.
best.
Lapa, thank you, Lapa signing it.
Sure.
8.
Sure.
And he was tested.
Yeah.
Because the first centre backs weren't tested. Siemo was tested and he passed with flying colours.
Or okay.
8.
Hey, Nangam guy 8.5, 2.5. It was not too much of a crime, Mus.
I know, I suppose.
That's possible fit. Tapelo Kogi, captain, my captain.
Colgan Fitz didn't get too many things wrong. On the ball he was okay. Mara mude mfethu kanti lama cross mawumude amsebenzi wokuba mude yini mfethu. I thought he
For intimidation purposes, Mr. Coach.
yeah.
For intimidation purposes, Mr. Coach.
Again, on the ball, Kogi was good, bro. He was never shaky.
Oh, wait, sorry. When you see this one says cheap as a second keeper, and that's really
Yes,
keeper. That's a really dope keeper.
Yes,
That's a really
as the
dope
third keeper. Put Lala at second. Put Lala as second.
At second.
And take the 35-year-old
yes
as experienced.
Oh, we were looking for the most experienced. Yeah.
Third choice, you want a hot man to good Mark Moshagelo Fagayan. Hey, scouting department. Stelu Elvis. Yeah, that's the right man.
Yeah, true. Okay, fair.
Yeah,
Kogi as your captain.
On the ball, I thought he was good, but defensively, Siema did a lot of his work. Asungo Ronajis but did a lot of his work. I'm citing him because before we considered the goal, I think there were 2 or 3 corners back to back leading to that. He wasn't there to win the aerial balls. He wasn't there to marshal it. So I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, it's fine. Mashilwane, I think Mashilwane was exactly, if you had to make an example of a 6 performance.
Yeah.
And then came to work.
And you're flattering him with that 6 because he got skinned a few times, bro. I'll say 5.5 even. Not a good. That second half, I feel they were pressured. Next low block, second half. They came at us and we didn't have a lot of answers for it. And Mashilwane, like I said, there were 2 or 3 crosses that came from his side where he got beaten first. Those crosses to come. So yeah, I'm fit to head up. Hopefully he gets better. A 5.5 for me. I think
Simpiwe? I made it a 5.5. Simpiwe?
I full back for Nkosi Khona. I left.
Okay, fit.
Mara, quick brief. Exactly the same thing that I have to say about Mashilwane. Got skinned a few times. On the ball, he was okay. On the ball, he was actually pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good on the ball, but off the ball, hey, I saw the back of his jersey a little bit too much chasing the ball. So yeah, for me, 5.5 as well.
It's
yeah.
I now thing is 5.5. Now thing is I'm a little bit hesitant to give a new player less than 6 if they didn't necessarily Jesa on top. So for night 5.5 that you're giving here for night should be a 6.
Yeah, we rounded up to 6.
Yeah, I feel because it's like okay, feel I hear, but how much the preparation did I have in the first place? Name slap SMP.
SMP and Victor, I gave him so much praise in the first 7 minutes, and it's like he heard me and was like, "Oh, on the ball, I would register ball haholo, but I think Nduli set the level a little bit too high. He was not collecting the ball from the
Is that his job though?
As a CDM,
Nduli,
that was Nduli's job. So Slepe had the same job, as I'm concerned. And for me, definitely performance was.
No, obviously Kwaibe was the one getting the ball from the centre backs. Can we not rate him on that? We know that he's not that kind of guy, bro.
Can't sponsor center. One.
Yeah. Why do they keep playing him if they don't want him to do that? Nobody. You can see he's never been asked to do that.
Look, like I'm saying, I was giving him credit because in the first 10 minutes, 7 minutes, he was doing
He wasn't. What you saw was a couple of counter presses where somebody wins the ball and then it lands on his feet,
And
and,
then he
it
plays
makes no
progressive.
sense to go backwards because people are running forwards, and then you make a forward pass. Not that he had the vision.
5.7.
Nah, but for the job that he is expected of him, yes, I can cite him and say those few passes that he did make were accurate.
Yeah.
Sharp. When it comes to picking it up from the defense, don't look at him for that.
He was availing
What we
himself.
look-
He really was availing himself.
at the very end when nobody was pressing. But what he did do well was at least winning the ball back, and Nelsa short in terms of a CDM when it comes to winning the ball back when we are in a defensive phase. Nangam Gaya 6.
Yeah, that's fair. That 5.7 is close enough. Yeah, 6. But honestly, I have a lot more optimism for Selepe than I did last season. He looks like he can be coached into doing the right thing.
For now, Slepe is the kind of guy that clearly we are taking him for what he can do and not for what Mr. Coach and KP want him to do. It's like, we know who you are, Slepe. You hide, it's fine. Anyway, Nemtajela, another new player, another new signing, Nemtajela. Did he impress you in this game, Mr. Coach?
Actually, quite the contrary. I liked his work rate. He was getting up and down the pitch. He was trying a few things, but again, there wasn't a lot of cohesion in that second half performance. Yeah, he was trying, but things weren't working out that well. Conor because Fitla corner, an underwhelming performance for me. I'd like to see him maybe come on with a better midfield or better CDM rather, where we can really, or maybe if he wants to play CDM, because I've heard that he can play 6, maybe he can do a better job. But for me, underwhelming performance. I'll give him a 6 because I'm also judging the circumstances around him. But yeah, I definitely expect more from him going forward.
I'll give him yes, because I don't know actually what to expect of him. I'll also give him a 6. Only thing I really was what discouraged me is the fact that after today's performance, I can't say what he's good at and what he's not good at.
NG.
You're inside.
Getting up and
okay, he can get up and down, but when he's going down, it's with the crowd. When he's going up, it's with the crowd. He never really stood out. So if anybody saw something from Nemtajela that was particularly impressive, you guys can tell us. There were times where we thought, yo, Nemtajela is actually playing so well, continue.
Sure.
And so I don't know who I can think of. Nemtajela gave me a little bit of a matter performance.
I don't want to use that word, bro.
Believe it or
but
not.
that's what we
Damn, it's okay. No. 6.
6.
Sinokolo
Welcome to Orlando Pirates.
Yes.
Welcome to Orlando Pirates.
Yes, welcome to Orlando Pirates. How do you welcome him?
I visiting Jalele out to corner line midfield being at short Isa, and he took the game by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah.
He was pressing. Won the ball, I think, twice or 3 times.
That work rate was too nice.
And it wasn't just work rate, which is Mongena to work hard. It was actually his vision, though. He knows where the ball's going to be. He reads the game so well for a forward player.
Yeah.
Cut out so many passes. What I would actually do, I would look at the starting 11 against and then I'm cooking because he really had that going. Yeah, I'm to Kwaiba. Shout out, dog. Incredible performance. I Siama's 8, I'll like him 8 in fact too. I look forward to seeing him.
Siama 8.5.
8.5. I'll probably end up the same with Kwaiba. Okay, I'll stick with an 8 for Kwaiba. Just for that one moment where he was through on goal for me. KB and I can't agree on this, but I honestly thought he should have taken a shot there where he tried to pass Umakopa and the pass didn't even go well, but I thought he should have taken a shot there. But I don't rate Kwaiba as a goal scorer for me. He's more of a supporting striker or a midfielder, if you will, and I think he does a really good job of that in fact. So that guy is raising his hand and saying, "Coach, start me." So yeah, I think really good performance. I'm looking forward to the season.
8. I don't know, Mr. Coach. I'll help you out and give him a 8.5. I agree. Danko. Belevele Willow Kweti came through and said 7.5 for Kwaiba. It's good if you're expecting more. But like a switch at Tito with Kwaiba, but Kwaiba played in the second half. Unless you guys are not seeing the right screen, and I'm pretty sure you are. But Tito played first half.
No, but I think he's saying the same thing I'm saying. That going forward,
or two.
Inside
We
Tito
ought
fight
to
why-
switch them. Okay,
yeah.
I thought okay on
Let
the
Tito
screen.
fight for his
Okay,
position.
Yeah, yes. Let's get through Oswin, please. Oswin for me was not fit. I heard Vela that he had some health issues. Nidibona Hala. In my opinion, it's one of those, ma'am, give me zeros.
Fun.
I don't know what I'm doing on the pitch right now. I'm clearly not up for it. Couldn't see him. Only saw him after searching for him because we knew that he had been put on.
Sure.
But besides that, wouldn't have noticed him. I'm going to give him a very low rating because I expect way more. I'll give him a 4.
First of all, I'll acknowledge him for Huri. I did hear, like KB saying, we did hear Natsuriki flew Oswin and he couldn't be himself. In the Wafela rate, the condition rater, what we saw. And I think Oswin probably did one thing right in the whole 45 minutes after doing something wrong and the ball bounced back. I told her back. I passed a player height close to him. Yeah, that was actually a stinker, to be completely honest. But
a heavy stinker.
A stinker, but I can take it again because we know the quality the player has. We know his abilities, attributes. But yeah, we understand that he was probably ill and not. I could even to short of breath and everything. But the truth is that he had a 3 performance.
3.5.
I had it, Dwana. I hope you get well while you're still in Spain.
You know what? I can take that as hey, my it's Bolton Wanderers. Hey, it's fine. I'll go on for some game fitness. Yeah, I got signed. They made a whole announcement. Let me play, coach. No, it's fine. Put me on. Are you sure? Put me on. It's fine, Mr. Coach. The dynamic duo of Mahopa and Mabasa, but the Tomagama.
Evidence.
Evidence, Mahopa.
I'm gonna give him a hand.
I'm giving him a hand and a 7.
Finally, Mahopa's getting played where he's been begging the coaches to play all along, and they keep on insisting on playing in the number 9. Mahopa, okay, he was starved for the ball for most of the game, the 45 minutes. But when he did get the ball, I thought he looked good. Again, Mahopa. And number 9, like striker, man. Striker.
Oh, you have no problem with him. You just don't want him at striker.
Because he can't strike. Because he can't.
No,
do
the
it.
thing is with you, you always talk about what a person can't, but never about if you want to play and put him on the wing. It's like, no, that's not a striker. How do you play? He's not a striker. Instead of, why the some can you go ringing the man? It's about Trapper.
Yeah, but I thought he played well on the right hand side, bro. I'd give him a Ishinda, but he was starved for the ball in the second half. The second half of the second half. But I think when he was called upon, maybe he slipped once, but Mr. Coach Nyabo recognize 6.5 for evidence. Thank you, Wana Sisi. I look forward to seeing you challenge Link Quarter.
6.5, Tango.
Yeah.
Well done. Yo. Now, Cindy, 8 evidence. No.
I'm saying 6.5 because he was starved. I think if he was given more of the ball, he would have gotten a better rating.
Yeah, things got a little bit haywire at the end of that half. So, a fair 7, Buffett. Come on.
Sharp. You can take it.
Okay.
Hold on, one more thing. Next time, Coach Yiming.
So you're saying he's not at fault at all?
For what?
For that Kwaiba pass to him that he never converted?
No. Kwaiba shouldn't have passed there. If he was going to pass, he should have passed better. Just want to say one more thing. Next time, Coach Yiming about can I have my strikers on this side, midfielders on that side, my wingers on this side, defenders on this side, Mahopa, do not go where Mabasa's going. follow Mremi and the quarter. You are a winger.
Forward.
Forward, not the strike.
No, it's fine. It's fine. And then our center forward up front, Ujon.
Underwhelming. Eish.
He failed to trap and then he failed to trap after that.
Ujon stressing into one. He has a bag of tricks. And if he's not being played to those bag of tricks, everything else is so
No, he has one trick and he can do it from anywhere.
yeah,
Not
shoot.
a bag of tricks.
It's okay. Bag.
One trick pony.
Sure.
Kodwa the pony has to be running in the right place. But you put him in the wrong place, you don't give him people around him, you don't give him a second chance to try again. Wait, I wasn't ready. That's him, dog. You need to play to him, not having a police who's not firing.
You gotta tailor your game around Mabasa. Play. Also, look.
Yeah, man, with Kwaiba, Mabasa can shine.
I actually go top goal scorer here. Next time, Mabasa is one of the best strikers in the country. But stop expecting him to be a link-up play striker. He's not that guy, bro.
But even today, he wasn't doing what he's good at.
How many times did they cross the ball and put him through on goal? How many times? I'll wait.
Oh, Lewing
That's why example.
Okay.
He's got a Lukaku factor. Lukaku, he can score 28 goals in a season for as long as you don't expect him to trap. You don't expect him to link up. You just put the ball in front of him and the goal, in between the defenders and the goalkeeper. You just cross the ball for him to header. Not enough crosses to find him. Not enough balls in between. Again, I'm not judging off of what should have happened. I'm judging him on his performance. So I'll give him a 4. But I'm saying if you want to get the best from Mabasa, you have to tailor your front three to his abilities, period.
The other two of your front three.
Yeah.
And then the one of the other midfield three. And then maybe one more to go. Need the whole team to go for him. Was it who tried to give him that cross that just messed up the day for us? Yeah.
Defense splitting passes up and trap.
Or his left.
Yeah.
Was it Siema? Okay, no, it's fine. No, I hear you, and he couldn't trap it, and you need to give him those 3-4 times. Just be like, so you going to give it to me like that?
Yeah, okay.
Next time I'll trap it. Next time I'll shoot. Don't just surprise me with the pass, buffet too. Alright, or 4, Nakatam Kaya 5-6, so we'll average 5-5. Willow Qwerty says Mabasa 7. Aye, that's a bit much, and also, she also came through and said, Mabasa, no supply, no space, no support. It was quite evil pass. Yeah, Slapper can't make a pass like that.
I never said Slapper, I said Siema.
With the Siema. Oh, okay, Fit. Yeah, okay, Fit. The new light-skinned dude. Yes, it was a very good pass from Kwaiba. It was just a bit much for...
Even more credit for Kwaiba.
Yeah. And 8.5. No, it's fine.
I earned it.
It's fine. Well, guys, what do you guys think of the ratings? We're about to move on to the coach. We'll leave the referee alone. I don't have a picture of him here. He's lucky. But how does Abdeslam do for you,
Is it fair to rate him? I mean, he was...
Definitely, this is exactly the time to rate him. We don't have to rate him harshly. We don't have to rate him being too critical. Just give him a score.
Okay, he's straight on the bed. I'll say a 6 because his job was to put players on the pitch in somewhat of a combination. First of all, I'll give him credit for the first half. Midfield. Spot on. In fact, I think the only thing he might have got wrong in the first half was Radio Ban, and he's new. He doesn't know yet.
The radio man, he doesn't know about him yet.
He doesn't know yet who Radio Ban looks great, but lacks final product. But yeah, I think good setup. I can only judge him on the first half, honestly, because second half, he struggled. But I liked. Okay, there's certain things that I liked. In terms of his I mean, it's so early in his game model, dog. We haven't seen enough, but based on judging by the first half lineup, you can see he wants to be on the ball a lot. He wants ball players, players who are confident. I can't think he the guy, and how many times the defender Ichiga so
Yeah,
that look,
yeah.
he obviously so that
He wants people to express themselves, and I saw from the interviews and everything that he's been saying. Bella, that's the one thing. If we don't expect anything from him, we expect him at least to not put players in shackles, give them too many instructions and all of that. So, well done for picking the dream front three, midfield three. We got to see it. Nduli, Mbule, Tito. He did justice there. We needed to see it.
Yeah. He did well there.
I'll give him a 7, bro. I'll give him a 7. He at least knows his job description.
Yeah, again, his game model I like. Agnama clearance from the back in dot. It's either it's a long ball or slow, but yeah, I think he's instilling that thing of be confident on the ball. You could even see Hortito once he has confidence and things are going well. And I was complaining, coach. You could see that they feel like they are allowed to express themselves. So, good signs in the beginning, but Sliwe Mfethu, first of all, Salah is Sliwe, and we're not here to praise for the whole season good performances, but no results. So, for me, I think a 6 is fair.
Yeah. Okay. 6 is fair.
Mara
6.5.
Honestly, being rated.
No, you have to. Okay, you don't want to rate him because he didn't do anything surprising. If you went with the 4-4-2, 4-2-4, 3-5, 3-4-3, exciting sense, it's like, why would you put this guy next to this guy? Then you would have rated him and been like, okay, this guy needs to learn a thing or two.
Like I said, dog, in the Bucs chat live, the first 2 games, he's basically trial. Players are gonna be allowed to go onto the pitch and they decide. You show the coach if they're allowed to play. So I want to start rating him from game 3.
What I'm saying is that you can. I don't know if you remember Antonio Conte when he first got to Chelsea. His formations were outrageous, and it's like, okay, these people have been playing together already in a certain formation. The easy thing would be to keep them playing the way they are used to playing. That's when you keep them the 6. When you make it outrageous and you take him a hope and you put him at left back, that's when you know why you're rating. When it doesn't work, if it does work, that's when you raise it.
I want you were right to remind me that he had the vision and the understanding. It's like striker.
Vision and understanding. You're going over time, man.
How's this striker?
That means 6.5 at least.
I might even go to a 7.
We'll leave that up to the floor. I just wanted to summarize everybody. As you can see, Chain 6, CLP 6.5, Bongela 6, Shandu 7, Nduli 7.5, Voto 7, Mbule 7, Tito 6, Muremi 7, Radio Man 5.5, Mufukeng 7, and then B Team Ndaba 6, Yema 8.5, Ogi 5, Butilezi 4, Mashilwane 5.5, Slap 6, Nemtajela 6, Kwaiba 8.5, Apolis 3.5, Mabasa 5, Mahopa 7, and the coach, you won't see the number, but we are still debating 6.5. You guys will tell us. We'll make that the comment at the end.
No, I want to go to a 7, so I'll say 7.
Okay, 7. 7.
I saw some things. It takes a brave man, first of all, to not start Mbata in your initial thing. You need to see but let's see Mbule. I like that he went for a 4-3-3 with 2 number 8s and 6. So I really like that he also wanted to play Tito and Mbule in that position. So I think that was credit. I can praise him the whole night for playing Mahopa where he deserves to play. So yeah, for me it's a 7.
Thank God.
And I'll leave
And
it.
Willow Quotes actually agrees with you, Seven, for switching evidence to to right wing. It's like Yolo say, thinking it at the same time. Danko. A couple of the comments. Let me go and see. Evidence for right wing Yotes, like he was born for that side. And remember, the 2-minute goal against Sundowns.
I was saying
He
this.
was on the right hand side. Babasa, we've already seen that one. And yeah, we also the Kwaiba issue. 6 for the radio man. He tried to be in those pockets and he touched the ball on the final third. Just lack of accuracy and finishing. Fade, I hear you. The coach is brave for breaking apart the OG lineup. But one thing I'm sure about is the second match he won't play with the guys. I will and the guys. And then, or he won't play with them.
Yeah.
You'll be much more ruthless. Okay, I get it. And then, with that said, we have read the comments. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us for this first inaugural 25-26 season. Are we in the 25-26 season now, Mr. Coach?
Yes, we have
2025-2026 season. Bolton Wanderers 2. Orlando Pirates Noto, my Lotto. And we move on Sunday. Catch us for the next watch along and player ratings. Right now, we are going to get together and give each other interventions. Go Bucs Chat Live and Buffet to thank everybody for tuning in. Danko!
Before
we over. It's over, Mr. Coach. It's over. I'm kidding. No,
High plan. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream. We appreciate your input as well. Our favorite high plan. You go on your way out. Maybe you're about to interrupt your viewing experience. After pressa live with Timara. Press our like it before you go to the next video. So believe we'd appreciate it. We're on the road, at 3,000 subscribers. Please do your part. 80% of you guys are watching the streams and we appreciate it. Maran subscribe so as believe. Show YouTube the true reflection of your support as believe. Just press subscribe on your way out. We appreciate it. We'll see you all now.
Thank you, Sinisa. We do acknowledge it Chiefs for
yes.
that body.
Thank you, Utrecht. Thank you, Utrecht.